Welcome to the first ever edition of Liquid Lunch with Leanna at the new 94X and Chad of Bogatell Wine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you watch Funny or Die?
No, I don't.
Do you know who Zach Galifianakis is?
Actually, yeah, I do. He was in, hold on.
The Hangover.
I was just going to say The Hangover.
Well, he does a
He's
skit.
the Chinese guy, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm
Oh, my
positive.
goodness.
The thing, well, we haven't drank yet, but Zach Galifianakis on FunnyOrDie.com does a segment called Between Two Ferns. So I figured we would do a segment between two bottles of wine.
Awesome.
And it's Bogatell wine, and Chad is like the mastermind behind this, so I figured we'd bring him in to talk about wine.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
What's the story? This
What's
is a
the
white
story?
wine?
It's
How
a-
did you make this?
You know,
Where are you from? Who are you?
you know, I get that question all the time. It's where am I from? I actually was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Spend a lot of time on the east end of Long Island, so I have a very good connection. You know, I was telling somebody the other day, I have the oldest parking sticker in the Beach of Flying Point on my car. Now, you can look at it
That's
two
a
ways.
fact.
That's a fact. It's
I
in
think
1995.
if somebody has one that's 94 or prior, we have a challenge
But your
on
car
our hands.
actually has to start and get into the parking lot.
Okay,
So
all right.
But the bad part is I do have a 1995-year-old car.
Oh, well, that's because you put your life savings
Yeah.
into this.
So, I mean,
so it better be good.
it's cool, but it's not that cool having the old sticker in there. So just a little.
So it's summertime on Long
Yeah.
Island, since you're talking about the beaches,
Absolutely.
and I feel like with all the parties that people go to and barbecues, like a no-brainer, hands-down gift to bring as a hostess gift is a bottle of wine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just came in from Barcelona. It's actually the #1 wine in Barcelona right now.
Ooh, Olay.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, it's the thing that's great about this is the way I quickly describe it, and I always say, man, my words are garbage. You got to go out and taste it yourself. But the way I describe it to my sisters and my mom and even my father who puts ice cubes in the wine. I said that if you take like a Santa Margarita and if you take a Sauvignon Blanc, you take them together, you get the balance. It's not so fruity, it's not so like a grapefruit from the Sauvignon Blanc, and it's not that dryness of the Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
And that's how I describe it. But I mean, you can get fancier and fancier, and it actually the thing is making reviews all around the web right now, so it's doing okay. It's doing okay.
Fantastic. As we're opening this, now no pressure, you're going to open this live.
Oh my goodness.
Now this bottle is mine officially because it says in Sharpie, Leanna.
That's a lot of pressure right
Tell
now.
me how you came into wine and what made you decide. I mean, can anybody do this? Can I start my own wine tomorrow?
You can if you want to lock yourself in your apartment for about a year
Okay,
and
all right.
figure out the United States legal system.
Oh.
But basically, if you have an uncle or a cousin, a lot of people have friends in Greece or relatives in Italy or anywhere, and they have a vineyard. The one thing that you need to do, just business-wise while we're doing it, you got to get an importer's license. That company right there, if you can see. And once you get your importer's license, you got to figure out the legal system of each individual state. And the way I describe it quickly is that in America, you think we're...
Wait.
Oh.
Make the noise. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, my goodness. And you just got to get your wholesale license, or you got to find a wholesaler that will take on the wine.
Now, do you need to know anything about wine to make wine? I mean, are you crushing grapes? What's going on
What
here?
I do is I partner...
Or are you just the good looks?
No, good looks, yeah. I partner with a farmer in Barcelona. I lived in Barcelona for about 6 years, and I just partnered with a farmer who was realized the opportunity of bringing in his wine into America, and I said, oh, hold on, you're Spanish, you're Catalan, you're from Barcelona. I'm American, I know what my mom and sisters like to drink. And
Gotcha.
I said, here's what we need to do. We need to harvest a little bit from here and top it up a little bit, and, you know, I give him a little formula, a little direction, and he's the one that studied in France, and he's the one, the expert. I'm just the guy that knows what, you know, people like, my aunts and uncles, what they grew up on.
Well,
So,
let's see now. How do I officially do this? This is a wine tasting. This is the Bogatell, and what wine is this?
this is a Garnacha Blanca.
A Garnacha Blanca.
In French, it's a Grenache. Kind of like the chocolate.
A Ganache.
A Ganache.
It's French,
You sound
Italian.
Italian.
Hey, oh, it's a Ganache.
Paisano, come sta? Tutto bene?
Ah,
Primero
ciao.
beso. Hold on.
Or what am I?
The first thing you want to do, just quickly, just smell it. You just sit there and you can tell most people in professional, and guys, I'm learning as I'm going by no stretch of the imagination. I'm not a professional at all. I just know how to work with people, talk a little Spanish, do a little salsa dancing.
Don't even talk to me about salsa because I salsa danced with Mark Ballas from Dancing with the Stars.
Get out of here. breaking my heart.
We'll have this after a glass. We'll solve it.
So smell it up. You'll get a little yeast out of there. You get a little lemon. I mean, the way I say yeast, the way that this was made, and also
yeast doesn't normally smell like this.
Yeah,
I've heard. Okay, we didn't drink this yet.
No. So smell it up.
Okay.
And if you're at it,
sweet.
It's a little. It's got a little bit of a lemon, a little bit of minerality. And guys, I did not know this when I first got into the wine business, but after you listen to somebody, it's like doing math. You don't know, you're staring at the problem, and all of a sudden somebody's like, and you kind of click, and it kind of makes your brain think a little differently. It kind of changes the perception in your mouth also after somebody tells you about this stuff.
Oh, okay.
And people spend 10 years doing this stuff.
This is like an art form.
Yeah.
Wine tasting.
And I'm like in first grade.
Right. We're finger painting at this point. It's okay.
My Etch-a-Sketch, I still like Fisher Price right now.
Okay.
So, actually, I do know a little bit about Garnacha Blanca. The rest of the wine, I have no idea. So, smell it up. Give it a whirl. With white wine, you don't have to get too crazy. And I would never do this at a bar, or I would only at a decent restaurant. So,
now, what does this do? Does this break up?
This loosens it up a smidge, but with this one,
if you shake me, I loosen up a little bit too.
You don't have to get crazy. And just
then you slurp, right? Yeah, then you...
What you want to do is you want to get the entire wine through your palate. You want to get it through the tip of the tongue all the way to the mid palate and to the back, and you want to get it in there.
Okay.
Basically, if you could think
Can you tell I just want to drink this so bad?
I know. If you want to think of your mouth as a sponge and has different flavors, receptacles on there, so you can't just dip you got to get it all soaked up in there.
All right. Let's soak it up in there.
And the most important thing is, if you just had coffee or you just brushed your teeth, just take a sip of it, quickly swallow it, and that's it. And now hold on, I know you want to. Now, people, this is the best part about wine tasting. If you guys ever go to a bodega, and a bodega is a winery, even on Long Island or...
Is that what they're called? I thought a bodega was something...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Even in Spain, it's so funny when you get to different people. The Germans, the French, everybody has a different way of tasting wine. And my favorite are the Spanish. The Spanish just take it, drink it. 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, they're like... You gotta get it inside your entire body.
In your soul.
In your soul. And that's exactly it. That's why I love the Spanish so much.
All right, then let's do the Spanish style.
Let's
Salud. Ooh. Oh, wait, I didn't.
Not bad.
You know what? It doesn't have that, twing at the end, and it's not too dry.
No.
Wow, you can put a straw in this.
Listen. I mean, I've mortgaged my apartment on this, and I think it's great.
This goes down real nice.
It does, and it's decently chilled. Yeah.
The gnocchi manocchi. What's it called? The Garnacha Blanca.
The Garnacha Blanca.
As long as you know there's Bogatell, then that's good. Well, cheers, Chad. Where can people find Bogatell wine?
Right now, you can find that Stu Leonard's. On Long Island, you got Stu Leonard's. There's a place called Best Buy in Franklin Square.
Not to be confused with the electronics store.
There's Eddie's Wines and Liquor in Lynbrook. These are only liquor stores. You put me on the spot right now. I hope my customers don't get upset.
This is good.
In the East Hampton, you have it in East Hampton. In Park Place, you have it in Watermill. 760 Montauk Highway, and I just got an email from him, and Sag Harbor. You get actually there's great twin sisters, or their sisters in Sag Harbor. Very nice.
Okay.
So that's about it for now that I know of.
Right. And is there any way that can people access it online?
Yeah, if you go to Bogatell.com, just Google it, pop in Bogatell.com, or if you go to Savorian, Savorian, that's .com. But my favorite, just use Facebook. Type in Bogatell. You see the wine bottle.
No, you're on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. And what I'll do is I'll put a link on my Facebook page at Leanna94X Long Island and tag you. That way you can check this out.
How come you never responded to my friend request?
Did you friend request me? You got to get me drunk first. Cheers. We're on our way. Well, again, remember, summer is here. Make sure that you pick up a bottle. Great hostess gift. And I got to tell you, are there other types of wine in your line? Or
they're coming, but it's like anything else. I have to focus on this. It's 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm all over Long Island promoting it. And I just love talking to people. There is another one coming. El Raval is coming soon. And just quickly, if you guys ever travel to Barcelona, you'll see the name Barcelona on the top. It's named after the beach, kind of like Coney Island in Brooklyn. This is Bogatell in Barcelona.
Oh, very
So
nice.
yeah, so if you're ever traveling, there's a metro stop or a subway stop named after Bogatell. It's a cool little place.
Wow.
So, yeah, and go to Barcelona.
And then we'll as more wines come out, you can definitely find us back here and we'll sample those ones
That would
too.
be super duper.
All right, and good luck to you.
All day.
Buona fortuna. That's Italian, but whatever.
Hey, listen, they're all the same. So,
Cheers.
Ciao.